Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, Facebook? This is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and it's Tuesday. So today I'm going to be talking about how to find your place in the marketplace so that you can make an impact and actually grow the business, right? So if that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and stick around because this is going to be a good. I got my whiteboard out. We're gonna get some work done, and I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna enjoy what's going on. So, my name's Lee Fuller, and I have really been on this trip lately about getting some stuff done. Right? I think sometimes you know how you go to an event and you get all excited, you get all motivated, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Wait till I get back home. I'm gonna be focused. I'm gonna be focused. I'm gonna be locked in, gonna get it done. Right? And that's actually what has happened. So I'm excited about the progress that I've been able to make. And one thing that was a big breakthrough for me is this idea of, Lee, where are you and where do you plan to be an expert at? So here's kind of what's been going on the last couple days. Hey. Here's what's been going on the last couple days. So I've been meeting with a couple clients, and at first, when we're going through the conversation, there's some that's not clear about where how they're getting stuck, or there's some that just want to take it to the next level. And one thing I'm learning is the clearer you get about who you are in the marketplace. So I used to only talk about getting clear on your market, getting clear on your niche, right? Which is true, which is important. However, you must also be clear on who you are in the marketplace, right? Who you are in the marketplace is another thing that we got to get clear on. So, and I keep harping on this because I keep having these consults, and when I talk to people, this has really been helping them get clear. So I have this framework, right? I have this framework called the Straight A Marketing System. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about changing it to the Fuller Method. I don't know. I'm still toying with it. You'll see when the book come out, whichever one I pick, right? But so in the Straight A Marketing System, the second A is actually alignment, right? So in the process of alignment, we have to identify who the target market is and how we're going to communicate and how we're going to talk to them, right? So I was talking to one of my engineering friends, and they say this is a Venn diagram. So I'm going to do some Venn diagramming. Okay. So where you want to be is here, right? You want to be in this intersection. This is your place of most productivity, greatest reach, and greatest impact, right? So before I tell you what to fit in here, I need to tell you what 3 areas you need to be looking at, okay? So there are 3 areas that you need to identify, and then you'll be able to find your sweet spot. So I'm going to help you out. I like to help people. I'm a helpful person, the funnel helper, right? So I'm going to help you do this. The first area you need to identify is, where are you passionate? Where's your passion? Okay? Now, I know what you're saying. Yes, you're right. I have to follow my passion because my passion will lead me to everything great and everything wonderful. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your passion is number 1. Okay? One area that you need to have included as you're finding your place in the marketplace is your passion. Why? Because there will be some days when you want to give up. There's some days you wake up and you say expletive. Because it gets hard. It gets tiring. It's like, let me get up. Let me get to it. Let me go to work. So if you don't have that passion there, then there's going to be a problem, right? So I definitely believe that one of the circles need to be your passion. But if you'll notice, there's two other areas that you need to identify. So you can't only focus on your passion. Hello, Teresa. We're talking about how to identify where you are in the marketplace and where you want to be in the marketplace. So, and congratulations, by the way. Yeah, congratulations. I see you doing big things. I saw the award from the president and all that kind of stuff. You know, got some interesting people in the network. So to identify where you should be and where you want to be in the marketplace, yes, you need to identify your passion. Passion is very important, but that's only one of the three circles. That's right. That's only one of the three circles. So you got the passion area. The next area you need to identify is in the area of proficiency, right? Or performance. So we'll say proficiency. All right. So yes, you have to your business place, your location of influence, your place of that's taking you to the next level is identifying, yes, what you're passionate about, but your proficiency, right? What are you a pro at? What are you an expert in? And I see this all the time. I talk to people that have 20 years experience in X field, right? Hey, I got 20 years experience as a teacher or whatever. I got 20 years experience in banking, or I got 20 years experience or 12 years experience doing something, right? But when they go to launch their business, they say, oh, forget about all the experience and the proficiency and the expertise that I have. I'm going to be a coach about this other random thing, right? That's not what we should do. We should take what we have proficiency at, what we have expertise in, and we need to consider that when we're trying to find our place in the marketplace. Yes, I don't understand why people do it, right? I think we should never waste an experience. I think we should never waste an opportunity or never waste our history or our background, right? So for me, I did 11 years in the military. And you're like, Lee, how does 11 years in the military help me with my funnel building, with my marketing business? Well, in the military, my area in the military was working with groups of people and helping move large masses of people. So what I did was, instead of moving large masses of people throughout a country, I used the same processes, the same skills, the same psychological triggers to move people through funnels, right? So I don't say, oh, I'll take my history, fully on that history. I'm not going to use anything about my past, and I'm just going to make up some random thing so I can become an expert. No. Use what you're good at. Use your proficiency. All the years all the military training I took in psychology, all the years of teaching that I got, all the years of working with people, I've become proficient at it, right? So I started to use that piece of it. I went to business school, so I started using and I'll fill in my piece. I'll fill in what my areas are, just to kind of show you an example. But I want you to see that when you're identifying what you should be speaking on, when you're identifying the type of business you should be in, or what's going to take you to the next level, okay, that's great. Or the transferable skills, exactly. The things that's going to take you to the next level are, you should be passionate about it, right? You should definitely have a passion, because that's going to get you through the hard times when it's like, I don't feel like making another call. I don't feel like making another video. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm passionate about it, so I can't sit still. But now you got to look at your proficiency. What am I proficient in? What do I have expertise and experience in? If I would love to do a training course on how to raise children, but my children are 4 and 7, right? So I can teach you how to get them to 7, but I can't be a parental coach because my children are 7, right? So, so don't throw out your expertise. Don't throw out your history. Use it. So in your passion, in your proficiency, and then the next one, and I know people are not going to like this, but you have to consider profit. You have to consider profit. So if you're trying to find your wealthy place, if you're trying to find the business idea or where you need to be in the marketplace, because this is different for everybody, right? Your passions are different than my passions. Your proficiency is different than my proficiency. And the market that you'll be able to profit in could be different than the market that I will profit in. So if you're trying to find your space in this online world, hey, what's going on, David? Hey, if you're trying to find this space in this online world, or if you're trying to find where to build your product or create your next service or whatever, you need to have that passion, because that's what is going to get you through when you're tired and you don't want to do it anymore, right? Because, it's funny because some days I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. And after a good meal, a good night's sleep, then that kind of goes away, right? Then you're like, yeah, let's go out and change the world, right? So you got to have that compassion. What are you proficient in? What are your expertise? Now, I do want to point out your proficiency or your expertise, that can be learned. That's a skill, right? Hey, if your expertise, you can become proficient at a thing. So it doesn't, if you already have the expertise, or you can go out and get the expertise. You want to be a coach? Get proficiency in coaching. Shout out to Tawana. Get some proficiency in coaching. But you want to coach on your passion, and you want to coach about your profit. Absolutely. You have to use your history, Teresita. Now, profit. There are some markets that are more profitable than others. Period. So, one thing that when I talk to some people, I talk to some business owners, and it's funny because there are some markets where you can charge more than you can in other markets. Okay? So, if you are in a smaller market, you have to, look around and do some competitive analysis and see what are the price points in this market. My mom's an interior decorator, genius interior decorator, right? And so what she can charge for interior decorating is different than what a person could charge for, scrapbooking, right? Two different markets. So you have to identify whether your market is profitable. So now, I want each of you to make a circle, make your 3 circles, and in one circle, write what you're passionate about. So for me, and what I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about technology, and I am passionate about sales and marketing. I am. Okay? I'm passionate about technology, sales, and marketing. So, proficiency. What am I proficient at? Actually, I'm passionate and proficient about similar stuff. But I'm just going to move it over so I have something on my boxes. So, I am passionate about sales and marketing. I am proficient at technology. All right, I'm proficient at technology, and I am proficient. Like, hey, call me on the carpet about funnels, right? And systems. Call me on the carpet. Hey, Lee, how do I do this system? I'll be like, do this. Boom, 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 right? So, sales and marketing, I'm passionate about it. I love the marketing process. I love it. I love the selling process. Like, when people call and they say, are you Mr. Fuller? And they go through their sales pitch, I don't say, hey, get off the phone, I'm working. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I say, get off the phone, I got stuff to do, blah, blah, blah. But I usually listen to the sales pitch because I enjoy the selling process and hearing the selling process. Proficient Technology Sales Funnels, your boy's a beast. Shout out to Walter Sims. He be like, you a ninja. And I'm like, I let it do what it do. And then Profit. So what is my area? What is my market that I believe will be profitable? So for me, I chose the business market. So business and entrepreneurs. Right? So when I look at these three, I said, okay, if I'm passionate about sales and marketing, if I like technology, and I really dig business, I went and got my MBA. I love business, so I know that it's a profitable place, right? So where am I? What is this for me? For me, this is marketing automation, right? So when I talk, I see things through the lens of marketing automation, right? And so what I had to do is, once I got clear on what I do, I'm able to speak to people through these lenses, right? I talked about how sometimes when I get in the eyes of my customer, I put on my marketing automation lenses, right? So when I look at a business, I look at it through the lenses of how can I systemize this? How can I automate this to increase the sales and marketing of a business? That's kind of what I do. So these are my 3 circles. What are your 3 circles? What are you passionate about? What are you proficient in? And what has profit potential? If you can identify, if you do your Venn diagram and you can identify your area of passion, your area of proficiency, and a place that's profitable, then you can find your place. And then you can call a person like me who understands the systemization and the automation of it. And then we can do some great things. But I wanted to make sure you have this. I wanted you to make sure you have a framework, because there's a lot of advice about people niching down. There's a lot of advice about person choosing a niche. But sometimes people just choose a niche for the sake of choosing a niche. And that's not going to help you. You want to choose a niche that's based on your proficiency, a place that's profitable, and your passion. And if you're able to do that, then you're in a place where you can have a profitable business, and then you're in a place where you can hire somebody like me to automate that. So people say, hey, what do? I create predictable sales and marketing systems through marketing automation. That's what I do. Now, if you, one thing I would like for some of you that are watching, and as you watch the replay and different things, one thing I would ask is, what are areas in your business that you would love to automate? What are areas in your business? What are marketing functions? What are sales functions? What are lead generation functions in your business that you would like to automate? And because I want to see exactly how I can help more people, because I can teach about these type of stuff if it's thing that people want to hear about. It is what it is. Again, my name is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper. I got to go to a graduation, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. If you like this type of training, go to fullest6media/show. Funnelhelpers.com/show. And you can look at some of my previous trainings as well. I teach on a lot of different things about marketing automation and growing your business. Again, this is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper. Make sure you have your Venn diagram, find your place in the world, and go ahead and knock it out. All right? Thank you. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And Teresa, if there's anything I can help you with, I think we're connected on social media. Shoot me a message, and I like to know what you're working on and see how I can help. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.